This moment right here. This one. Right here. See all those guys? See all those guys? Yeah, it was no easy feat. It was no easy feat. What's up, everyone? It's me. Me. It's Bo here from the TV Talk podcast. Oh, I forgot to say BATCRAFT. There we go. What's up, everyone? BATCRAFT. That's right. It's me, Bo, from the TV Talk podcast. And today I am in our, whatever this is. This is like our corporate building office place. Yeah, our corporate building office place. We still need a name. Oh, wow. When you hold that, look at that. When you hold the crossbow, it really is just boom. Like what? Are you looking at this? Huh? You looking at this? This? Huh? All right. Sorry about that. Anyways, so yeah, we're here at the old corporate office, and we have been working on our new bee, honey, and wax farm. So very excited about this. This is going to be great. We've got some honeycomb that is being produced right now. My hope is that we will be able to sell some honeycomb and also do some official waxing around Gotham City, because there are some spots that definitely need it. But before we get on with that today, we need to do something that is perhaps long overdue. And that is that we need to address the Cold War. Now, to those of you who have been tuning in over the last couple of weeks, you know that we have been in something of a Cold War with our neighbors to the north, I think? South? East. I have no idea which direction is which. Actually, you know what? There's a way to tell this, right? Hang on. This does not matter, and yet it matters a great deal. Okay, so all right, so that's the north, and this is our town, and that is the platform. Okay, so yes, so they're to our north. Yeah, they're our neighbors to our north. Yes, as I was saying, our neighbors to our north. We have been in a bit of a Cold War about this platform right here, and you know there are no new signs for. Oh, shop at Okay, legit. I had no idea that was there. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yes, our Cold War brought to you by Sticks and Stones, apparently. That is absolutely hilarious. Okay. Anyway, yes. So we arrived at this realization that we need to have a truce, because this has been getting out of hand. I mean, these signs have just gotten absolutely everywhere. We've actually run out of platform for signs, and our trick that we pulled last episode didn't work in the slightest. Or I guess that was maybe 2 episodes ago. Regardless, it did not work, and so therefore, yeah, we're just not getting anywhere unless, you know, it comes to, I mean, I don't want to say violence, but that's the reality. We're trying to avoid an actual war, you know, hence Cold War, right? Like we don't want an actual war. We don't want any part of this. We don't want part of Coast City. Come on, look at them. Look at that big. Look at that tower, that ancient tower that we looked at last week. What is this? And then this is popping up over here. Hang on. What is this? Ouch. This looks like a medieval fortress. Look at. Is there a door? The Tower of Fate. Oh my. Yeah. So see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. We don't want any part of this. We can't handle this action. We don't have this technology. We can't do this at all. So we're going to bring this Cold War to an end, and I think I've come up with a good idea for a truce. Now, the original beef was that this thing, rather the platform behind me, that there is an eyesore. It's an eyesore to my city, because like you look up and it's just there. It's just this floating, you know, square in the sky. It serves no purpose. It's just there. It's terrible. So that's not great. And on top of that, it is specifically in an area that, while contested during the Cold War, is admittedly a neutral area. So it's not like it's that big of a problem that he built something here at all. I mean, I think that's perfectly fine, except for the fact that, like I said, it's into our visuals. The other thing too is that while it does provide a nice view of Coast City, you know, if you're in Coast City, look, it's just a thing that's like, it's just a disc. That's not really pretty for him either. So yeah, one way or the other, this thing is an eyesore, but it's a functional one. It's a functional one, not for us, but for our boy Will. And so he likes to be up in the air whenever he starts his videos, and that is why this thing ultimately exists. And so I had an idea. Okay, so he's got Coast City right there. We know Will. If you know Will, one thing you know about Will is he loves Green Arrow, or Green Lantern. Green Lantern. He loves Green Lantern. He's got Coast City right here, and I'm thinking that what we can do is we can build something right here that he can stand on for his intros, get that nice, beautiful, picturesque view of his city and all that kind of good stuff, but also be a little bit more visually pleasing and maybe even figure out a way to bridge the theme of our two bases. I mean, in many respects, they're already there, right? Like, these are two cities. We've got my city right here. We've got his city right here. Over here, I'm taking kind of concepts from the real world and kind of making kind of this amalgam city with them, with also my own kind of unique creations, the Heroplex in particular. By the way, pay no attention to that back portion. That's going to get cleaned up. But regardless, we've got kind of this amalgam of buildings. And then over here, he is trying to build the city of heroes. He's trying to kind of bring in a lot of different locations. Obviously, he's got kind of a Hall of Justice right over here. My goodness gracious. Is that the same size as the one we built? No, this got to be smaller, right? Than the one that we built in Earth 2, I think. Or is this about the same specs? Maybe it is similar specs. I don't know. It's been a minute. I feel like this is smaller though. But regardless, he's trying to build a whole lot of locations from around DC Comics, from representing various heroes in DC Comics. And so, yes, so he's trying to build that, but ultimately they're both cities. So what we need is something up here that legitimately would be in the sky in both the real world and in the DC world, and also that has kind of a nice little thematic connection with Coast City in particular. And I think I've come up with just the thing. Let's go. Flying over the skies between Central City, Coast City and New York Town is Ferris Airlines' new experimental plane. Look at that. I guess we're flying right under it. Oh, there he goes. It's like it's flying right above us. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. So this, accomplishes several goals, right? Like, we have now got a plane. I suppose it's not exactly the most flattering angle, but we got a plane that is now flying where the platform used to. It is a Ferris Airline test plane, something that Will and his city of heroes, and specifically Coast City, I imagine, will enjoy thoroughly. All things considered, they're going to have to find a test pilot for this new experimental plane, but I have a feeling that Coast City might be able to provide the pilot. Just a hunch. So this is actually a design that I took from Biggs 89. So I got to give full props there. I only made like the slightest of alterations, honestly. Like I shortened the plane just a little bit compared to his model. And of course we put the F on there for the Ferris Airline logo. And then, this little mini green, tiny sonic boom obviously is a nice little touch for our purposes. But yeah, I think it really turned out great. And then the best part, of course, is that not only does this satisfy the needs for, Coast City, but it satisfies our needs as well. Because now we can just be chilling out in New York Town, walking along, just bebopping and everything else. And when we look up into the sky, is that a bird? No, that's a plane. And there it is, right there in all its glory. It looks like it belongs, and it's not just a random disc. So yeah, like right over there above our optimal moving company. That's great. That's perfect. So I've put the word out to Will, and hopefully we'll be meeting up with him a little bit later so I can kind of show it off to him. But I think it's safe to say that the Cold War is officially over and a truce has been made, and at a great, great time too, because, with Will making the City of Heroes, it's very possible that we might need to actually consider him for the League of Heroes itself. I don't know. Let's see if that's something he's interested in. You never know. It might make sense. Now, while working on that, I've also been working on our building corporate office for our kind of flower company, dye company, color company. And as you can see, I kind of put the lobby together of the building, and it looks pretty good, I think. We've got kind of this source flower block right here. Kind of this floating flower with its roots. And, I haven't quite figured out what flower I want there yet, so I've been kind of rotating it out. I like this idea of kind of the color merging and kind of shining up into the building. So a lot of lavender and blue here in the lobby. We've got kind of this direct access to the coffee shop right there. I've built in these stairs. I'll talk about more about those in a second. And whereas before I kind of had this like staff only area where the flower machine was, I kind of put it behind the reception desk. So to actually get back here, you go through, you step in, and then it's all business back here. So it's not very pretty. And so therefore it's not really for everybody to see when they're coming in and visiting, but this is really nice. And then on top of that, I also built this over here, which is really just our cactus farm. And yeah, ideally the goal was to have like a little bamboo farm right here that would take bamboo and kind of put it in here. This does not make enough bamboo for what I need. And so I'm going to have to either tweak this or get rid of it entirely and just use lava, which is perfectly fine. But I decided to use the bamboo kind of around this right here. So it's just, I don't know, it's like a little, like a Zen room to some extent. I don't actually know how zen it is, to be honest, but it's it's mostly for decoration. I think it's nice. Good, you come in, you get your selfie. It's good. You got the source plant right here. You got the reception. It's nice. This is just really the lobby, and that's about it. And ideally, as we go up here, what I'll probably do is I'll wall this off. I'm thinking we'll probably use 1-2 stories right here, and I'll wall this off, and we'll kind of keep this room possibly brown, maybe something else. I'm not entirely sure. But ideally, this will have different elevators that'll take you to the different levels above us. And then this area right here will be completely kind of staff only because, of course, this is where our production is for both our cactus and also all of our honey and wax. And boy, oh boy, have we been doing some grinding, farming, and AFKing to get ourselves what we need to, sell some new product here. I'm excited. I'm really excited. We're about to kind of update the lot a little bit more. Putting the dice cream shop out really kind of, it gave a nice little shot in the arm to my businesses, and got me thinking about what else needs to change. So I'm thinking we got some good stuff here. I'm looking forward to getting this on the market, and let's see what's up. Now, granted, some of this stuff already is on the market, but candles in particularly are kind of expensive right now. And so I think we can kind of enter in, whereas our competitors out there, they've got every single kind of color of candle made. We're going to offer more candles, but uncolored, and for a little bit less money. Now, ideally they'll go and they'll buy the dyes as well, but we'll just have to see how it does. I'm hopeful though. I think we got something good on our hands. All right, so I've already got the little bit of decoration going on right here for the hippies who are now officially selling candles. Again, I hope this isn't constitutes false advertising. We're not going to be selling different colors, but I mean, you can get the dyes right over there. And I think I've structured it as such that you're going to get more candles, even if you decide to get them colored and all that kind of good stuff, then you're going to be able to get more candles for a better price. It just requires a little DIY. So, we're kind of entering in at a competitive rate, I think. There we go. 24 candles, 1 diamond. That is a solid deal. Solid deal. Okay, and then there's this. So my mindset here is that I want our farmer, kind of our truck right here, to convert from being this like a little bit of a catch-all situation into a honey farm. Whenever I go to a farmer's market, the first person I always go check out is whoever's making the local honey. It's good for your sinuses. It's good to support local farmers as well. And it's great. It's delicious honey. So it's good stuff. So whereas before this kind of truck is really just sold a hodgepodge of, just dirty, dirty stuff, right? Bricks and the soul soil and the gravel and dirt, which I think we maybe have had one sale of dirt the entire time. We've had no sales of gravel, no sales of soul soil. We've had some sales of gunpowder in the early days, but that's it. And then bricks, we've sold quite a few bricks. But what I'm thinking is the bricks are going to go over to our prime moving truck. And that's, I think the rest of it's going away. No more dirt. We're not going to sell gunpowder anymore. We're not going to sell gravel anymore. I may just keep the soul soil here just because no one else is selling it. And so I feel like at some point somebody's going to need some soul soil. I don't know who, I don't know why, but I'm thinking I'll keep that. Plus I like I mean, is it wrong that I just really like the fact the soul soil looks like a little bit of an oil spill underneath our truck right here, or maybe mud. I don't know. It kind of communicates the little bit of the rough and tumble nature of our truck. But regardless, we are going to be selling some beehives, some honey bottles, and some honeycomb in place of all this stuff. So yeah, let's do that. And I think this turned out pretty good. I mean, no real changes to the truck itself other than, I cleaned this up barely and, I basically restocked with some new stuff. But yeah, we got the beehives right here. We got back here, we got the honey. It's kind of seeping out a little bit. And then we got the honeycomb. We got the honeycomb in the back as well. And you know what? I just realized the whole purpose of this was to kind of communicate like gravel piled up right here, but that's no longer the case. So is that okay? We just leave it as is? Maybe? I think. I liked that kind of sense of depth that was there. So I don't know. We'll, I don't know. We'll just kind of leave it for what it is. But yeah, point is we've got our honey bottles. We've got our honeycomb. We still have our soul soil. I don't know why, but I didn't have anything else to put here. So we're going to maintain the dirt. The flour's always been there, which is kind of nice. And then we also have our hives as well. And given the fact that we've got kind of like a blue light right here, which kind of reminds me of those little things that mosquitoes fly into and kind of hover around, I'm thinking it'd be really cool if we could find a bee in the general area and just attach it. You know what I mean? Like have it kind of buzzing around type deal, maybe on that one. I don't know. We may or may not do that. I'm not sure. But regardless, we will see how our truck fares now as a honey farmer. And also how our hippies do with their new candle business. I think this is great, and I love the just the look and feel. Things have been going surprisingly well for the hippies, and so they're celebrating with some candles. I like it. And if the rumors are true, oh man, yep, someone's been buying wings. Whew! I spent an entire day restocking just those wings right there. I think wings are kind of one of those things that the price goes up a little bit as the the world goes on, because it gets harder and harder to get wings. It's not impossible. They're still, they're out there, but you got to travel and the risk goes up and the time goes up and everything else. So therefore the cost is going to go up. But we got ourselves some diamonds. And in fact, I think we're actually doing, I think we're doing really well. For a hot minute there, we were rough, but did a little bit of mining. And then did some updates to the shops. And now, if we take a look at what we've got, that's almost a full stack of diamond blocks. That's nothing to scoff at. That is not nothing to scoff at. That may very well be the most diamonds I've ever had in this game. So that's, we went from 0 to hero pretty quick. That's awesome. We're doing well. We are doing well. So while we're in Gotham, let's take a quick look over here at Wayne Manor. So, yeah, okay. I'm digging it. Snow has been working on the layout and starting to build everything up. And as you can see, it's got a very unique block palette. I'm wondering where she's keeping her supplies, because I would love to help out by dropping some off. Okay, so she's all supplied up. Fair enough. Well, what I may do, I want to be helpful, but I don't know how to be helpful. At the same time, it's also kind of freeing, because in the past, typically I was the one building all these. So it's really, really great this season to kind of release the reins on some of these bigger projects. But I do want to be helpful. So I'm wondering if maybe something that I could do is kind of with a bit of a forward thinking, look to underneath the mansion and see where kind of a good drop down point to the Batcave would be. Or possibly, and then I could kind of mark it off hey, what if we did it here or something like that, so that at least for the interior, when the time comes, we can put a bookshelf around that spot. Could be kind of cool. But yeah, so I'll do a little bit of exploring there, and we'll see what we can't find. Maybe we'll have a little bit of some Batcave scouting coming up here in the very, very near future. Hey, it's Will!
Hello.
Hello. How's it going, buddy?
Good, and you?
I'm doing well. Hang on, let me get rid of this sand really quick. Just doing a little, getting kind of beachy out here. One day maybe have a nice little, kind of like a little vacation spot, that sort of thing.
Some what do you call it? Mai Tais and margaritas.
That's right. Nothing but rum and fun. Hey, so first of all, I think it's good for us to both just to see each other, hear each other's voice, and just just be really, we've always been at peace. We've always been at peace.
Yes, we have.
Yes,
I would agree with that assessment.
And I think as a sign of our peace, I've got something to show you that I hope you're gonna like.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Come see. It's. There's a little platform that had some signs on it. I don't know about that, but in that same area, I think you'll like what you see.
Okay, I will be right behind you. Whoa, that's not the platform.
Yeah.
That looks totally different than the platform.
Yeah. So
and now I have to try to land on it, which is not easy for me because I'm not a very good lander. No, don't.
That's okay. You know what? Do you know how many times I fell off the platform? Making all those signs.
I made it. I am the best flyer in the flying flyer since.
There you go. So what do you think? I mean, does I know you said that you like the platform because it frames up your city really nicely, which it definitely did. But this way it also looks pretty. And for you, buddy, Ferris Airlines. See that F right there?
Oh, Ferris Aircraft. Yes.
Ferris Airlines, man. What do you think?
I love it. I love it because this is also eventually where I'm thinking about putting an airport.
Oh, really? Over by the Iron Farm?
Yeah, like Iron Farm. You'll see. I already took down the Welcome Center, so that whole field there would be kind of great for some sort of runway. Yes. Very nice. So I kept the train station because it's still a travel hub, and eventually I'll have a train, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. That's coming too. It's just. I think honestly, the holdup there is really just trying to figure out where on the Gotham side it's going to connect. Because originally I was going to connect it to my tram, but now I'm thinking that it needs to connect directly to the corporate district. We'll see.
In that way you can do others.
Right. All right. So we're good. This gets you what you need.
This is good. Yes. There was never any hard war. It was always a cold war.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I don't even like the term war, right? It was just
a discussion.
It was a discussion with signs.
A discussion with signs.
Yes,
with style.
So signage negotiations. That's what it is. It was just negotiations. But anyway, man, I think
I'm okay. I'm just coming in now.
There you go. There you go. See, boom! Look at that.
Yes, I'm skilled to pay. I got the skills to pay the bills.
Excellent. Hey, I did want to ask you a question though.
Sure.
So. You've got the City of Heroes that you're building over here, and we've got the League of Heroes. I'm just curious. I mean, is being a member of the League of Heroes something that you would find interesting, or in your Gotham position, would you prefer to remain neutral, or what do you think?
Oh no, I would love to be a hero. Dick Grayson was a hero.
Yes, he was.
He was a cop.
No conflict of interest there. Absolutely,
none. And plus, what are the benefits? I mean, am I getting, can I work from home? Can I get is there a 401k? And a dental plan is a big thing because there's a lot of punching.
There is a lot. Well, so fortunately we try not to punch. We're trying to help and heal. That's
yes. Does that mean no dental plan? Because that shouldn't let you off the hook of a dental plan. You really have to offer a good dental.
Yeah, I think you bring up some good questions. And that's something we'll consider.
But of course,
anyway,
I'd be honored. I have a legion of superheroes, a Hall of Justice, a Titans Tower, and a Green Lantern. So, yes.
Yes.
I'd be totally down.
Okay.
So,
Cool. Well, I got to get with the other league. We've got you and one other individual that we were considering for new memberships. So
not Fox, right? Not Fox.
Not Fox. Do you know anything about what's going on with Fox?
I'm in the building right next door, and then he moved into a building right next door, and I've never liked either one. I just feel it's at one point his little thing was like pulling my portal. So yes. Ooh. Yes, there was a lot of like purple light heading towards his little siphon. So I was like, that was safe.
Okay, cool. Well, I tell you what, keeping an eye out on Fox might help with your membership. I'm definitely. I can't say anything for certain, but that would certainly not hurt.
No, I imagine not. I mean, I do it anyway because I'm the police commissioner.
Right, exactly.
Chief. Am I the chief, commissioner, something? I'm the guy who does something with someone and some things.
There you go. All right. Well, awesome, man. Well, I'm glad that you like the new Ferris plane.
Oh, yeah,
here.
The plane is great.
All right, man. Well, good deal. We'll enjoy the plane as I will as well, and I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you in a while, bro.
Bye.
Take care.
And there you have it. Okay. Well, I think we're looking good. I think we're looking really, really good. All is at peace here at New York Town and Coastal City. So we're in a good spot. We're in a really good spot. And I think that is exactly where we're going to be leaving this episode. Thank y'all so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, or do all the stuff. Do all the YouTube stuff. I never actually say that kind of thing, but you should do it. You should like and subscribe. Ha! There. I did the YouTube thing. That's going to do it for us for today. But until next time, goodbye.